Lead tonight over Councilman John Ray.
This is a Channel 9 Eyewitness News election update.
Good evening, I'm Gordon Peterson in the Channel 9 newsroom. Maureen Bunyan is at Marion Barry headquarters. She'll...
Tonight, victory for the PQ. Jacques Parizeau will be the next Premier of Quebec. Elected, the Parti Québécois takes Quebec.
And on how the Federalist forces might react in the fight for the future of Quebec.
CBC Primetime News with Pamela Wallen and Peter Mansbridge.
Good evening from Montreal.
Proud to serve Western Indiana and Eastern Illinois, this is WTHI-TV Terre Haute. Closed captioning of the following program is brought to you by WTHI-TV and Terre Haute First National Bank. And now, the Wabash Valley's leading morning newscast with George Isley and Kelly Kress. Reg Taylor with advanced storm track weather. Patrice Dayton's Medical Minute. Ray Lane's Money Minute. And the area's most experienced live coverage. This is Action 10 News this morning. Proud to serve Western Indiana and Eastern Illinois, this is WTHI-TV Terre Haute. Closed captioning of the following program is brought to you by WTHI-TV and Terre Haute First National Bank. And now, the Wabash Valley's leading newscast with Mark Allen and Patrice Dayton. Kevin Orford with advanced storm track weather. Mike King with sports. And the area's most experienced live coverage. This is Action 10 News Night Watch.
The beginning of the end of...
Hometown Television, WBKO, Bowling Green, Glasgow, Litchfield.
Items will be available and everyone is invited to attend.
WCTE-TV, Cookeville, Tennessee, committed to enhancing the quality of life in our communities.
This is a News 8 special report. Decision 94, debate for governor. And now your moderator, Suzanne Jiha.
Good evening and welcome to this News 8 special report, Decision.
Governor John Engler and Howard Wolpe. Who will get your vote in 94? TV2 presents the Candidates Debate, sponsored by the Economic Club of Detroit. And now your moderator, Eyewitness News anchor Rich Fisher.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the first televised Michigan gubernatorial debate.
Watching WZZM TV 13, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Now, live from our West Michigan studios, this is the early edition of Eyewitness News 13.
That in order to get beyond racism, that we must first take into account race.
A police reverse discrimination suit heads for the jury.
Our lawsuit's becoming a popular path for pursuing promotions. Good evening, everyone. I'm Lee Vandermeet.
And I'm Mary Eileen Lyon, Julia.
Channel 2, Houston's 24-hour news channel. Now, Channel 2 News.
So it kept rising, kept rising.
Live from Channel 5, the Texas News Channel. Jane McGarry, Mike Snyder, meteorologist David Finfrock, and Scott Murray. This is Texas News 5 at 10.
In my house,
This is a 49 News special, the 94 vote, a debate between the candidates for governor of Kansas.
Good morning, thanks for joining.
First at home. This is News 25 at 5 with Brad Bird, Shelley Kirk, meteorologist Wayne Hart, and sports with Mark Robbins. This is News 25 at 5.
Good afternoon and happy.
First at home. This is News 25 at 6 with Bill Riles,
meteorologist Wayne Hart, and sports with Mark Robbins. This is News 25 at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving.
You're watching WTHR, Channel 13, Indianapolis. Live from Indiana's News Channel. Teresa Toulouse, Jeremy Rogowski, and Cindy Wine's AccuWeather forecast. This is News Channel 13, Saturday morning.
Good morning and welcome to News Channel 13 Saturday morning.
This is a Fox News special report. President Clinton's address to the nation.
Good evening. I'm Lark McCarthy with Fox News in Washington. In just a few moments,
the former.
Добрый вечер. В эфире.
Bank Extra,
the entertainment magazine.
Weeknights at 7:30 on NWO.
Live report.
First, for Southwest Indiana, Evansville's original primetime news. This is Fox 7 News at 9.
An industrial park is threatening an Evansville neighborhood.
You're watching Fox 7 News at 9 with Randy Moore, Jackie Monroe, Chief Meteorologist Ron Rhodes, and Sports Director Mark McVicker. Fox 7 News is on your side.
This is KFMB TV, San Diego. News 8 at 5 with Hal Clement, Susan Peters, Lauren Nancaro, and Ted Leitner. News 8, San Diego's #1 source for news.
Good evening. Our top story at 5 o'clock, another crash involving an American Eagle commuter plane.
I'm Gina Liu. Travel deals from an expert. Tomorrow morning at 6 on News 8.
When you watch News 8, watch closely. You'll see the most experienced news people in town living up to a promise. It's a promise to make a difference in San Diego. You'll see it in the stories we cover and the way we ask the questions. You'll see News 8 people look for answers. And together with you, we'll find the solutions. Together, we'll make San Diego a better place to live. It's a promise. News 8 cares.
They usually...
From KOLN Lincoln and KGIN Grand Island, this is 1011 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. New developments today in the death of John Welch.
Welch is the...
1011 News. Have a good
Thanks for
evening.
joining us. We'll see you back here at 10.
From KGW, where the news comes first. This is Northwest News Channel 8 at 11.
Police say
Now, back to Joe Donlin and Laurel Porter on Northwest News Channel 8.
A major development today in the case of a severely brain-damaged...
The Channel 4 News, WSMV Nashville, Demetria Kaladimos, and Jeff McAtee with the news, Rudy Kalis Sports, and Bill Hall's weather. This is The Scene at 6.
Good evening. He was up.
From Channel 4 News, this is The Scene at 6.
Good evening. I'm Carol Marine. Tonight...
WIS News, covering South Carolina from the capital city. From WIS News, this is the 7 o'clock report with Ed Carter, Susan O'Day Fisher, Joe Pinner on weather, and Joe Daggett on sports.
Good evening. They're doing...
You're watching WGGB TV's Springfield. Now, from your home for live local news, Western Massachusetts news leader. This is News 40 at 5:30.
One arrest on this Holyoke street turns into a melee.
You're watching WGGB TV's Springfield. Now, from your home for live local news, Western Massachusetts news leader. This is News 40 at 6.
Well, most of us spent the holiday...
News 40, your home for live local news. With Dave Madsen, Eileen Curran, Tom Bavacqua's weather, and Mike Rattay's sports.
News 40 dollar signs now. Many of the nation
watching WGGB TV's Springfield. Now, from your home for live local news, Western Massachusetts' most watched morning news. This is the News 40 Morning News Hour.
They had a history of trouble. Now a West Springfield man is dead and his son faces murder charges.
Welcome back to News 40 at noon with Kathy Tobin and Paul Sutton, your 24-hour news source.
Well,
Now, from WGGB TV's Springfield, the most news at 5 with your first forecast, the talk of the town, and Linda Martin's special reports. This is News 40's First at 5.
51-year-old.
Channel 7, the Tri-State's 24-hour news source.
Merv Griffin comes to Evansville. He's making one last push for Players International's riverboat gaming proposal.
The National Taxpayers Union puts the Evansville to Indianapolis Highway on its hit list.
And Indiana and Purdue collide in West Lafayette.
Good evening. This is Eyewitness News.
On the night before the State Gaming Commission meets, scams. We'll help you learn how not to get stung.
From WTVW Evansville, you're watching Channel 7 Eyewitness News, part of the Tri-State's 24-hour news source with Randy Moore and Kim Gennardo. Weather with Cammie Boyd, and Big Board Sports with Mike Mallory.
Waalwijk still intact this morning. Queen Beatrix visits Limburg. Water level in Maas and Rhine decreasing.
Het RTL 4 avondnieuws.
The RTL 4 evening news. Good evening.
Association for Retarded Citizens. We're here to help.
This is Tri-State at Large, a weekly look at issues and activities of the Tri-State community.
Good morning. Welcome to Tri-State at Large. I'm Randy Moore.
You are watching WNVC Worldview TV, Channel 56, international public television for the nation's capital. WNVC.
WTVW Evansville, part of the Tri-State's 24-hour news source. This is Good Morning Tri-State with Eric Johnston and Kendra Angie on Evansville's #1 rated morning newscast.
The alleged...
Hi there from New York. I'm Kevin Newman. Thalia has the morning off. In the news at this...